Hi, I'm Michele Daniels, and I'm here with Terri Taylor, and we're at the Thompson Peak Hospital in the beautiful Healing Garden. With summer coming on, it is time for hydration. So today we're going to talk about ways to stay hydrated while you're having fun in the summer sun.
You know, Michele, sometimes when we think about hydration, we don't put enough emphasis on it. Staying hydrated is important because it helps your body. Water and all fluids are actually nutrients for your body, and what that means is it helps keep your blood pressure up when the heat's going up. It helps to keep your skin more moist, and we know how dry it is and how dry your skin can get here. Helps with your digestion, and many things in your body require some fluid.
Really? Well, you know, I get kind of bored with water. I don't know about you folks out there, but water can be really boring. And I know they have a lot of sugary added type water drinks and things like that. So I decided to put together some juiced up water, so to speak.
Very good. You know, one thing we have to think about is with beverages, you want to drink a lot of fluid, but if they have a lot of calories, then that goes into that weight gain unless you're being very athletic. So I like your idea of going ahead and putting some fruits in there, some cucumbers. Tell us how you did that.
Well, we just took either if you prefer bottled water or if you have filter water at home, we took some oranges and some lemons, kind of roll them, get some juice going, squeeze them into a nice pitcher, and allow them to sit overnight so that some of those juices can flavor the water. We also can take vegetables such as cucumbers, chop those up and put those in. If you feel kind of fancy, you can add some mint into that, and that adds for a great kick to that water. Remember to let that sit for about 24 hours so that the water has the opportunity to take in some of those great flavors.
You know, one thing that brings to mind as well is when you think about cucumbers, think of the moisture that's in there as well. So some of the things like when we have this beautiful watermelon, that's a nice fluid source for you too.
Definitely.
Because we do get tired of the same old thing. Drink water, drink water. There are many other fluids. So maybe some of your fruits and vegetables that have fluids in them.
Definitely.
If you think about making your own frozen fruit bars, great for the kids. Good
definitely.
thing. And how about some of your other beverages?
Well, I also like tea. So we have either organic tea, you can do an iced tea. I prefer it unsweetened and just using the natural juices from a lemon or an orange, and that works out beautifully. And again, mint plays great into your tea.
One thing to remember when we're saying about drinking a lot of water, how about you? Is it like an accessory for you now to carry that with you?
I have to carry my little bottle, refillable, of course, save the earth, so I can refill it, put what I want in it, and take it wherever I need to go, and it fits right into my cup holder too.
That was a great point that you brought up, that refillable. Not only great for the environment, but better for your health. Some of those plastic water bottles that you get, if they have the BPA lining in them, if you put them in the car and they heat up, that may be a health issue. So if you can use those stainless steel bottles or aluminum bottles, that's much better. You won't have that leakage of the BPA.
That's what I hear. I understand that. Now, how do you feel about the Gatorades and the Powerades and things like that? I know they've come out with different ones that are lower calories and things of that nature. Are those good for hydration if you're just a regular person, not an athlete?
That's a very good point, because sometimes if you're very active, you're going to lose electrolytes. But again, many of those are high in sugar, the regular Gatorades and those types of drinks. So you can get the light ones. The other thing is there is something out now called coconut water, which is very high in potassium. Many hikers will use that. So it's a good way to replace some of the potassium that may be lost if you are exerting yourself a lot and losing a lot of fluid.
Well, wonderful. I've learned so much about hydration. I have to continue to drink water. I notice when I feel thirsty, that means I'm probably close to already being dehydrated. Is that true?
You know, sometimes that's beyond the point. So when you're feeling thirsty, sometimes you're beyond being too dehydrated. So kind of keep on top of that. You know, how much fluid you need, it really depends on your age and your weight and your activity, but that 8 and 8 really might not be enough, especially here in the Arizona summer. We might be looking at more like 11 cups to 15 cups per day, unless you had a medical condition that restricted your fluid intake.
Definitely. Well, I'd like to say salud.
Cheers.
Here's the hydration.